Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to install a fuel pump and the fuel filter in our Beamer. We're back at Steve's with the flywheel. He's staying back doing the solid for us tonight. And today we're going to make this car run.
Underneath the BMW.
We've got the 7 Series on the hoist. Just looking around, it's not too bad, just sort of grind.
Lots of grime.
The rubbers all look to be intact, which is good. Calipers are seized on, but all the rubbers are holding on. Rear main seal leak, something like that. It's definitely been sitting for a while. All the front guards sort of fold in and this is all gone. This is all going to have to get remade in these guards. There's a bit of work there. This side's worse. Had a hit or something. Yeah, the guards are basically cactus on this side anyway, so we'll have to redo all that. Got a center tail shaft bearing, and it's cracked. So we'll have to have a look at how to replace that. But there's still tight, luckily there isn't, the uni joint's okay. The exhaust needs attention. So I need to have a look to weld that up. And the exhaust doesn't look old, it just looks like it's rusted from sitting.
Yeah.
Because like here, see all at the seam weld, so these, we have to replace these pipes. Bilston shocks.
Oh yeah, we've got the Bilsteins. Yeah.
And then we've got
the Farmer Fix.
some kind of a air hose or something. I don't know, they tried to use. I'm not sure what's going on in here. But I'm pretty sure this is supposed to go in out here, right? Yeah. And this is the pump and the filter.
So let's take this out, eh?
Yeah.
That's an inspection port.
Let's inspect it.
Inspect the gadget port.
Okay, so it's...
Okay, so it looks like someone's replaced fuel hose here. I think one of them is a fuel sender, and the other is a fuel pump. So the lift pump.
So we have a spare lift pump that came with the car.
Yeah, so we've got this.
Is it a new one? Okay, so that's the tiny balloon tank.
Yeah, that's the in-tank.
That's what we've drained out from the lift pump. Just had this underneath the lift pump.
In the tank.
Yeah. What happened was we put a test light with a multimeter built in onto the main pump that builds the pressure. So there's 2 pumps. There's one in the tank, and that's a low pressure, and that just lifts the fuel, and then that pump takes it to a secondary pump, and the secondary pump is a high pressure pump which powers up the EFI system.
And that's the one that doesn't work.
And that's the one that doesn't work. So the pump in the tank works, we confirm that, but the pump to the main pump that creates the pressure is only getting 8 volts instead of 12, so it's not running.
So it's probably just enough to run the lift pump or the small pump, but not enough to actually turn over the big pump.
Right, so now we're just chasing what the problem is. We're just trying to see if there's any wiring underneath the car that's maybe the corroded connections or something like that. Yeah. Going to the secondary pump, the high pressure pump, to see if we can find out why it's only getting 8 volts and not 12.
Yep.
We found the fuel relay.
Now the main switch inside there doesn't look bad, not that I can see.
So
could it just be the connector that's...
Could it be a connector?
High resistance on the connector? The
connectors that basically that when in his hand there's 2 relays in one. So these are the 2 connectors that connect to it. We're going to just measure with our test light / multimeter how many volts we're getting into the relays themselves. So before it gets switched by the relay, we just want to see what voltage we're getting, because we're getting 8 volts at the pump, and let's see what we're getting at the relays. Well, it doesn't matter, just poke into everything and just see what you're getting. Update. It's basically the fuel pump.
It's a fuel pump.
And it took us this long to diagnose it because a week ago I crawled under the car and I put 12 volts onto the pump and I thought it was working, you know. So we didn't think it was the pump, and the reason why we were getting 8 volts is because the pump was making volts into heat without you know.
It turned into a resistor basically.
It turned into a resistor,
Yeah,
so
There's
yeah.
the culprit.
So kind of that's why it's that's why we spent all this time.
Well then, push it out because it's not going on under its own steam.
No. All right. So what have we got here?
So we've got new fuel filter,
Yeah.
brand new. This is the
Yeah.
old one right there. Slightly different size.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll make it work.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Obviously got the old screen that came off the old
Yep.
pump.
I blew it out with compressed air.
Blew this out with the compressor. A lot of gunk came out of that.
Yep. Sludge came out. Tank sludge.
That's the old pump, which we turned it into a heater
Yeah.
inadvertently.
Yeah.
And here's the new one. So this is not an original. This is not a Bosch. It's a Goss.
It's a Goss special.
It's a Goss special. So
Racing heritage there.
you know, what are you going to do?
All right. Let's whack it in and see what
There's
happens.
crap in there.
Do we remember which one was negative and which one was positive?
It's got. If you look on the pump, there's
Yeah, but I mean the wires. Always brown, always negative.
Well,
yeah,
the
fine.
wires will only fit over the terminals because they're slightly different sizes.
Oh,
Yeah.
genius.
It's the Germans thought of everything.
Yeah.
Alright, terminals connected.
Yep.
Ready?
So all right, we've got a cup.
This is my tea. It's not for anything else.
Okay.
Why are we doing this, Corinne?
We're doing that because the hose is smaller than it should be. And we can't get it onto the factory fittings, so
That's what she said.
just getting the hose nice and hot with some hot water. And then hopefully they'll go on a lot easier. And it's just gonna go on that fitting right there.
It's burning my fingers.
Is it going on? Be my life, eh? New fuel pump, a new fuel filter in, and now we're gonna put some fuel in it and turn the key.
Alright, we've got a primer.
Yeah, give it a few key bangers.
Here we go. You can hear the pumps going.
Give it a few, no, give it. I mean, a few like on and off to get the fuel rail pressure up.
Oh. Any leaks? Any leaks? I can hear little.
Do another one like on and off.
Yeah, it's flowing. I can hear it.
Another one. Okay, try and start.
Here we go.
Did you got connected up, eh?
Yeah, we're connected to the distributor.
And the power to it?
I never disconnected it though.
Okay. Sorry. Don't start. Need to spray some degreaser in there and help it out.
Wants to start.
No, it's just not good. It's just not. Yep. You can control it. Yeah, start it. I think the coil's disconnected or something. It's not getting any spark. Spark.
No spark, yeah.
We can test the spark.
They're really tucked under there, eh?
Yeah, not good access. Just do a few like more cycles. Just like, you know, prime it. Just do like 10 of them.
Really?
Battery's dead now. Ah. Steve probably wants to go home.
Alright.
Couldn't get it going tonight. No, I got the fuel pump in there and the new fuel filter, and we gave it a few cranks and it wouldn't start. It wanted to fire but it wouldn't, and now we see a fuel leak on the return hose is cracked going to the tank, and it left a big puddle that we've got to clean up now. So
It
now
nearly wanted to fire.
defeated again by this beamer. Oh,
We ran out of battery as well, so that's kind of stopped us in our tracks.
where's the starter?
Oh, the other side here.
Huh?
Yeah, that side.
Thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully next time we'll get this beamer running and just see what the engine sounds like. Stay tuned and click subscribe and like. Thanks.